Yo, today I'm giving you guys a free preset. The only thing is, this is for my Studio One 7 users. If you have Studio One, this is a wave vocal preset for you. Man, it's super packed. It sounds really, really good. So do me a favor, leave a comment below. I can't stress enough how much I need you guys to leave comments. Or let me know what you guys want to see on the next video. Make sure you subscribe, tap that bell notification. That'll keep you in tune with the latest content I drop. But remember, you have to record your vocals at -12 dB if you want this to work. Let's check it out. All right, so I'm gonna do it before and after so you guys can hear it off and then you guys hear it on. Check it out.
First off, let me tell you I'm not okay. I've been popping these pills, I'm looking at like twice a day. I run these streets, I know these, cause I'm not okay. Man, I smoke a lot of weed just to tuck my feelings and hide my pain. Been running these streets so long, about a mile away. The hate been building up long, them that got me made. I never bow down to no man, boy, I know my name.
In the description is gonna be a link for you to download it. You know what I mean? Go do your thing with it. And also at the end of the video, I'm gonna show you how to install it and how to set it up, all right? So first off, I got you starting off with the NS1. We're gonna eliminate some background noise that you may have going on, especially, you know, that floor noise, that air conditioner, maybe kids or whatever you got. But I did set the compressor, the noise suppressor to around 4 to 1. Now, if this is too much for you, you can bring it down. But if you got the KSM32, I mean, not the KSM32, the SM7B, you might wanna dial this to around 7.0. This is gain hungry, so man, we already know. And then next up, I got you with the F6 RTA, which is a dope dynamic equalizer. I love it. I already got you set up to around 200. We're getting rid of some of the muddiness. And then right here, we are getting rid of some of the boxiness. 500, we kind of making our vocal not sound so thin.
First off, let me tell you I'm not okay. I've been popping these pills, I'm looking at like twice a day. I run these streets, I know these, cause I'm not okay. Man, I smoke a lot of weed just to tuck my feelings and hide my pain.
Okay, and then we got the CLA 76, and this is where we get to the nitty gritty. Now, the thing about this is I like for this to hit around -5, 7, around that area. But the way I have it set now is we got a fast attack and we got a fast release. And then I got the input set to around 10 o'clock and then around here around 11 o'clock with the output. The output, I'm gonna control the actual compression, and I'm gonna look at this right here. I'm gonna look at my meter and make sure it's set to GR, and I got you going at a 4 to 1. And then what you wanna do is, basically this compressor is just pretty much squashing the peaks of your vocals that you see when you're rapping. So for instance, these peaks right here, these little high peaks you see right here, which, you know, it gets steady, you know, one of these, it gets a little steady, but the way I set this compressor is just gonna squash those peaks right there. That's the work it's gonna do. So just make sure you're hitting around -7 to 5 dB, around 3, just around that area. But just remember, use your ears. You don't wanna just look at the actual meter, use your ears to dial in what you like.
First off, let me tell you I'm not okay. I've been popping these pills, I'm looking at like twice a day. I run these streets, I know these, cause I'm not okay.
So you see those high peaks where I'm not okay, you know, that's what we wanna control. So then next up, we got the RVox, and I got the RVox set to a sweet spot. So around -2, maybe, you know, 1.4, anywhere around that range, that's where I like the RVox to hit. I don't want it to do too much, so I got it set to -6, and then again, I brought down to -6 as well.
First off, let me tell you I'm not okay. I've been popping these pills, I'm looking at like twice a day. I run these streets, I know these, cause I'm not okay. Man, I smoke a lot of weed just to tuck my feelings and hide my pain. Been running these streets so long, about a mile away. The hate been building up long, them that got me made. I never bow down to no man, boy, I know my name. I've been through these streets, I know how these boys try to run that game. All this fake flexing on Instagram, it ain't first off, let me tell you I'm not okay.
Okay, so we got the RVox, like I said, around, you know, even if it's at 6 or whatever, you just want to hit around -2. You don't want to hit anything after that, or then you're going to be squashing your vocals. And then I set you up to mani EQ. Now, the thing about this is you may have a microphone that, you know, is dominating in the high-end area. You may have a mic that, you know, just, you know, it's flat, but then it get in that range around, I believe, 4 to 5 to, you know, 10K. And you might have something that's gain hungry up in that. Well, not gain hungry, but, you know, you may have a mic that really kind of, you know, it has a certain brightness. So with that, what I did was I actually added a high shelf. I got you at 12.5. And then what you can do is if it's too much, you can dial it back. And if it's still too much, just take it off. That means you already kind of have something set in there to where your mic got a little brightness to it and it sounds good. So you don't want to overdo it. Remember, a little goes a long ways.
First off, let me tell you I'm not okay. I've been popping these pills, I'm looking at you like twice a day. I run these streets, I know these, cause I'm not okay. Man, I smoke a lot of weed just to tuck my feelings and hide my pain.
And then next up, we got sibilance. So around detection, I got it around 30. I believe it gets really harsh in that area as far as with the S and T's. And then from there, the threshold, I got at -22. But if you need to dial it in a little more, you can. But remember, you don't want to overdo it. Like I said, a little go a long ways. And just monitor it, and then you can just kind of hear where it's at. You can hear it as soon as I get ready to start. You can hear it.
First off, let me tell you I'm not okay. I've been popping these pills, I'm looking at you like twice a day. I run these streets, I know these, cause I'm not okay.
Okay, and then I have you also set up with silk vocals. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start cleaning up some resonance and stuff like that. And with the mids, I have set to 10. I don't, like I said, a little go a long way. I don't add too much. I just, like I said, use your ears. You would definitely want to use your ears.
First off, let me tell you I'm not okay. I've been popping these pills, I'm looking at you like twice a day. I run these streets, I know these, cause I'm not okay. Man, I smoke a lot of weed just to tuck my feelings and hide my pain.
And I feel like that is an area to where, like that we really like struggle with sometimes is the high end and how to get that cleaned up and make it sound smooth, because that's where it really tear our ears up. So using this silk vocal to kind of clean up some resonance is a real good way to go. And then last but not least, a limiter. Now, if the limiter is too much, you can always dial it back, which is leave the ceiling at -0.3. You want to leave it there.
First off, let me tell you I'm not okay. I've been popping these pills, I'm looking at you like twice a day.
And remember to record at -12 dB if you want this vocal preset to work good for you. And you gotta have a mixed beat, man. It gotta be mixed. You don't want too much reverb going on in the beat, because that's gonna clash with the vocal reverb. But then when you have that problem, man, it's just, the mix just sound like And then some tricks you can do, man, is I actually have the Manny set up with a plate, the reverb. And this is a good reverb. I like to use the plate for the simple fact that I like the wideness it kind of sounds on rap vocals. And then what I did was I used a R compressor underneath that to actually duck it a little bit. And I set the ratio to 5. You see that I pushed the gain up a little bit. Check it out.
First off, let me tell you I'm not okay. I've been popping these pills, I'm looking at you like twice a day. I run these streets, I know these, cause I'm not okay. Man, I smoke a lot of weed just to tuck my feelings and hide my pain. Been running these streets so long, about a mile away. The hate been building up long, them that got me made. I never bow down, and no man, boy, I know my name. I've been through these streets, first off.
Okay, so yeah, so that's what you can do with your reverb. And, like I said, all you want to do is just side chain it to your vocal, and then boom, that's going to duck it right there, and that's going to make that reverb sound real good. And you can also do that with the delay as well. As you can see, I got the delay doing the same thing. So right here.
First off, let me tell you I'm not okay. I've been popping these pills, I'm looking at you like twice a day. I run these streets, I know these, cause I'm not okay. Man, I smoke a lot of weed just to tuck my feelings and hide my pain.
And then, like I said, it's a good starting point, because from there you can start blending things in and getting your sound to sound a lot better. Man, hey, thank you guys, man, for tapping in. I appreciate you guys. It's more to come. So if you're a Logic Pro user or you are a Ableton Live user, no matter what DAW it is, I am about to bring some presets, because that's what's coming. I've been promising presets, so here they come. Much love, y'all. Take care, and I'm out. Peace.